guys, this is Rathin Dutta. Welcome to my channel, Rathin Dutta channel. Today we will be studying about the gear, the very basics of gear. Okay, that's the introduction. So you can see in the picture that there is a big circle drawn here, right, and the smaller circle here. These are representing two gears. Suppose this is the gear 1 and this is the gear 2. Later on, when we will be studying about different types of gear, mainly the spur gear, we will be calling it as rack and pinion. For now, let's call it gear 1 and gear 2. Okay, first of all, when we say gear, what do you mean by gear? That we have to define, or we have to know first. Okay, so gear use no intermediate link or connector. Gear uses no intermediate link or connector. It doesn't use, okay, and thereby it transmits motion, okay, by a direct contact. Are you getting my point? So gear is that machine drive, you can call it as a machine drive, okay, machine element or machine drive that uses no intermediate link, no connector, but transmits motion by direct contact. So what do you mean by contact? See, in the diagram you can see this point in the middle of the two gears. There is the point where I have shown the common velocity, okay. It is called point of contact. So this is the only contact that the two gears will have, and it is representing nothing but your direct contact, okay, but it will never use any intermediate links or connector. Okay, as you know, your linear velocity can be defined in terms of angular velocity or circular velocity into r. R is nothing but the radius of the gear, okay. So in terms of proportion, we can write in that is the omega 2, that is the angular velocity of the second gear, into r2, the radius of the second gear, omega that is the angular velocity of the first gear, into radius of the first gear. Okay, by this we can write it as omega 1 by omega 2 is equal to r2 by r1, where r is nothing but the radius. Are you getting my point? Okay, r is nothing but your radius, and v is your common velocity, common linear velocity of the two gears at the point of contact, and omega is your angular velocity, or you can say in simpler terms as circular velocity, okay, angular velocity, this one. Okay, so we can write it in terms of ratio or proportion, that omega 1 by omega 2 is equal to r2 by r1. It can be also written as since you know, when two gears met each other or have a direct contact, it is the teeth, okay, it is the tooth of each gear. For the simplicity purpose, we are showing as if there is no tooth on the gear, but in reality there will be some kind of tooth on both the gears, okay. It will mate with each other, and hence the numbers of teeth also can be helpful in determining the circular velocity or the radius. So we in terms of this ratio, that is omega 1 by omega 2, r2 by r1, we can also write in terms of t2 by t1, okay. It can also be written as in terms of speeds, okay, that is the speed in rpm, that is n1 by n2. These are nothing but the respective speed in RPM, that is the revolution per minute. So this ratio can be helpful in finding the suppose there are two gears and you know let's take this, you know the radius of the two gears and know the numbers of teeth in the second gear. You can find this T1, okay, T1 using the relation, and as usual you can find any of the parameter if you know the other three. So this is all about the basic thing about gear, or you can say the introduction of gear, where we have learned the gear is nothing but the that machine element that transmits motion without a intermediate link or connector by a direct contact, that is at the point of contact. Okay, and this is the relation that we will be using, okay, to find out the parameters. I hope you got the concept, and you can use this as WRNTS 1212, means if you write omega 1 R2 N1 T2, in the denominator you will write the parameter of the other gear, that is omega 2 already here. Just a minute, suppose it is 1 2 1 2, it will be 2 1 2 1. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you get the concept of the gear, the basic of gear. Please subscribe or like my video. It will motivate me to make further videos. Thank you.